Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, I'm looking at just doing some analysis on S&P 500 today, and yeah, seeing what happens. So monthly we are currently bullish, weekly also bullish, daily we are in a bit of a consolidation right now. As you can see over here, we also swept out these relative equal highs over here, and as well as filled in this imbalance on the daily. So we are monthly bullish, weekly bullish, and daily bullish. So this, as you can see, we filled in this order block over here with the wick of this down close candle. Now I'm currently looking at price taking out this monthly high as well as this one and this one over here, which this is a all-time high for S&P 500. So let me just mark out these highs real quick. Just get this. This is my draws on liquidity. Right there, and right there. Okay, this is an all-time high. Just keep that in mind. Okay, for now we are going to drop down to the weekly time frame. As you can see, price pushed past this bullish fair value gap, excuse me, and then we filled in. We filled it in. We reacted a bit off of it, but then we started pushing towards the downside. You can see price didn't completely push past these lows over here, but we are looking quite good on the weekly time frame as well. We are looking bullish. Not really what I wanted to see on the weekly now, but it's looking good. It's looking good. If you go on the daily time frame, you can, if you look left, you can see we created equal lows on the daily time frame, and as well as swept out these lows over here. So I am currently seeing that we did form this bearish order block on the weekly, and as well as we broke structure towards the upside, creating this weekly imbalance, and as well as this one and this one over here. So it's got three weekly imbalances that it created with this displacement towards the upside. It took out this weekly high over here. So what I'm going to be looking at is price trading back into this daily fair value gap, and as well as this lower imbalances over here, and see if price possibly wants to come and fill in this daily order block, and as well as from this high to this low would be our weekly order block. So let's draw some of these things out right now. Okay, let's start from the daily. You can see price has not returned to this imbalance on the weekly, so I am going to use my rectangle tool to mark out this imbalance that we've got here. I'm currently, let me just mark this out properly, just give me a moment. Excuse me guys, just mark that out very nicely. There we go. Okay, so now we go on to the daily time frame. As you can see, I marked out my weekly fair value gap, which is a very strong POI for me. It also aligns with this daily fair value gap. So what I'm going to do is take off this fair value gap on the weekly, just so it looks a bit better on my chart, but I will keep that in mind definitely. And we also got this daily fair value gap that was traded into a little bit, but not as nearly as much as I wanted to see. So yeah, I am looking at price trading back into this daily fair value gap that also aligns with a weekly fair value gap, and possibly trading even lower into this weekly order block, and as well as this daily order block on the low here. Let's mark this liquidity that got swept. So swept sell side liquidity. We broke structure towards the upside. Let me just make this a different color Okay, there we go. So the red means that we swept liquidity, and the black means that we broke structure towards the upside. Right there. We also have this massive imbalance on the daily that we still need to come in and fill. So yeah, I'm currently still bullish on the daily, but I am looking at price trading lower soon. If not, price will push up, taking out this daily high and as well as this monthly high over here. So let's just see what happens, and then we will take it from there. 4 hourly, let's see how the 4 hourly looks currently. 4 hourly is bullish at the moment. Not looking too bad. Yeah, we can see price reacted nicely off of this 4 hourly fair value gap, but we did push through it. So you can see my bias is bullish at the moment. So even 4 hourly is bullish currently. So this would be my target for this daily high over here. We did sweep out these lows on the 4 hourly time frame, and we did break structure towards the upside on the 4 hourly right there with this up movement. As you can see, price came back and we filled in, price came back, we filled in this 4 hourly fair value gap, 4 hourly order block, and we also, if you look closely, please excuse the dogs in the background, we can see price pulled back into equilibrium, reacted off of it, but not nearly as much as I wanted it to. So yeah, I did take a loss there yesterday, but yeah, it's trading. Losses do not stop us. So we filled in this 4 hourly order block, so we are looking at bullish prices. We're looking at price pushing higher, possibly taking out this daily high, and as well as the daily high over here. Four-hour bullish. Okay, and let's drop down one more time frame towards the hourly and see what's happening. Hourly, we can see we are also bullish. Price actually swept the sell side liquidity. We broke structure towards the upside. Right there, you can see price pulled back just a little bit and tapped into this bullish order block right here. You can see price is currently displacing towards the upside, possibly coming in to fill this fair value gap on the 1 hourly time frame. So I am currently looking, my bias for today is currently bullish. So yeah, now all we need to do is wait for market open, and I do think we have news coming out today. Let me just mark out. We have some major news events coming out today at the moment. So yeah, let me show you guys here real quick. Thursday, we have got at 3:30 p.m. SAST, which is South African time. We have got USD core PCE price index month to month and unemployment claims. 4:45 p.m. 4:45. We've got Chicago PMI, and 5 p.m. we've got pending home sales. So not going to be too rough on us as soon as market opens, but we do need to wait for these news events to come out, because they can still affect the market in a way that messes up your bias, if I can put it like that, or if I can put it like that in simple terms. Excuse me. Okay, alright. So as you can see, we formed this 30-minute fair value gap over here, and if you look on the hourly, we are still busy forming a 1 hourly fair value gap. We did come into this 4 hourly order block, starting to push a little bit higher. So I am looking, excuse me, let me just mark this out. Sorry, I have a problem with things aren't marked out right. Okay, there we go. So we got formed this 30-minute bullish fair value gap. So what I'll be looking at today It's something similar to filling in this fair value gap, and as well as taking out this lows and as well as this 30-minute lows within news. Something similar, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to try and predict the market. I'm going to trade what I see and not trade what I think. So I'm just going to wait for market open and see what happens. But yeah, we are clear for news. We just have to wait until 5 p.m. before we can have an execution or execute on anything here. So yeah, let's have a look at NAS100. NAS100, we're actually looking at something very similar, but I'm not looking to trade NAS100 right now. Okay, so you can see NAS100 not actually moving. Okay, so as you can see, we have this monthly highs. Let me just turn on this. There we go. We took out that monthly highs over there. This monthly highs has already been taken out with this displacement to the upside. We filled in this imbalance on NAS100 on the monthly. So I'm currently looking at price coming to take out this all-time high on the monthly time frame for NAS100. If you look closer on the weekly, you can see price actually still has another draw on liquidity on the weekly time frame that it needs to come and take out. Okay, yeah, looking good on the weekly. We are bullish on the monthly and bullish on the weekly. We came in, we swept this low, which we don't have on S&P 500. We came in, swept that low, broke structure to the upside with this very nice displacement. We can see price needs to come back and fill in this imbalance on the weekly time frame. If you go look at the daily time frame, you can see we are looking at a similar situation. We're looking at the same thing as we're looking at on S&P 500. So yeah, we got this imbalance on the daily and this little imbalance and this imbalance on the daily as well. Let's have a look on the 4 hour right now. Okay, there we go. Did we tap? Yeah, as you can see, we didn't completely tap into my bearish order block over here. We are currently reacting off of, I'm not sure, let me check on the hourly if I can see, if I can get a reason why price is reacting here. We are currently reacting off of this 1 hourly imbalance. And if you look on the 4 hour, come on, this thing is smart. My Wi-Fi is slow today. Okay, let me have a look on the daily here. I'm just gonna remove this because we already took out that high. Okay, price is still bullish on the daily, but I am looking at price coming lower, trading back into this imbalance. Just mark it out with this. I'm looking at price trading lower into this daily imbalance, and on the 4 hour we can see that we are currently bullish. Price failed to sweep this liquidity, creating equal lows. We broke structure to the upside on the 4 hourly, sweeping these highs with yesterday's movement, and I think this is past 2 days movement if I'm not mistaken. We broke structure to the upside Tuesday, and then we started Wednesday we swept this liquidity over here. Then we came back to the downside. Looks like price currently broke structure to the downside. I don't want to be completely sure over here. I want to be sure, don't get me wrong, but I just want to get a closer look at what price is doing over here. You can see we broke structure to the downside because we did get this down close candle with the body below this low on the 4 hourly over here. So it's not looking too good. I'm going to lean more towards a S&P 500 trade. You can also see that we got this order block over here that we reacted off of on the 4 hourly, but we are currently pushing up into it. So just want to see what price does here. And on the hourly, you can see nothing nothing too major really. On the hourly we are bearish on NAS100. Currently we also have this higher fair value gap that we need to get filled on the 1 hourly time frame. Excuse me guys. Please let me know in the comments section if I do sound a bit boring or a bit droopy or something. So yeah, like I said, I am doing this I am using this videos as my own journal, stuff like that. I just find it more intriguing and more fun to watch and go back to and see if I was correct or not. So yeah, you can see price reacted off of this fair value gap, pushing towards the upside. We broke structure back to the upside, indicating a retracement on the 4-hour time frame, but we are still bearish on the 4-hour. Within 40 minutes we will be able to see if we break structure back towards the upside on the 4-hourly time frame, wanting to push higher, but we'll see what happens right now. So yeah, I can confidently say that NAS100 on the 4-hourly is bearish, and on the 1 hourly we just shifted. Actually, we broke structure back to the upside, wanting to retrace to this 1 hourly fair value gap, and possibly coming in to take out previous day's high over here. So let's see what happens on NAS100. But at the moment I do want to look at an S&P 500 trade. I am leaning more towards this. Price action is looking much better on the S&P than on NAS100 at the moment. So you can see price has also created this small 1 hourly fair value gap on S&P 500, but we are still pushing up on NAS100. So yeah, on the 4 hourly you can see on S&P we are currently still bullish because we never broke structure. There's no low formed over here, so we never broke structure back to the downside on the 4 hourly time frame. But on NAS100 we did. You see it right there, we broke structure back to the downside. So this could just be a possible retracement into this 1 hourly fair value gap, and then a drop lower, taking out this low, as well as this low. But hey, let's just see what happens. And then yeah, because I know S&P and NAS move quite similarly, so yeah, you might see something happen within the next 38 minutes, and then we'll take it from there, because market only opens at 16:30. I think it's 4:30. So yeah, let me just make sure, and then yeah, I will definitely post another trade recap for the day. So I just want to see precisely what's happening here. 1 hourly, you can see we are still forming a bullish fair value gap on the hourly. When it comes to S&P 500, oh, we are also still busy with that one. You can see we just filled a bearish fair value gap on the 1 hourly, but no, we pushed through it. We closed above with this up candle over there. So just want to see what happens, and then yeah, like I said, we'll take it from there. This 1 hourly fair value gap on S&P and this 1 hourly fair value gap on NAS could possibly be a target for me as soon as we get our buy opportunity or our long opportunity at the moment. So yeah, I want to see what happens within the next 37 minutes, and then I will see if anything changes on NAS100. But I am still looking pretty good on S&P. We are confirming that we want to go higher if price closes bullish and actually just does take out this high over there. So yeah, that we are confirming that we want to go higher. Same thing on NAS100. for the 4-hourly time frame. Excuse me, just let this thing load for a moment. My Wi-Fi is slow today. Sorry guys, I'm just using this for my journal. But yeah, if you find my videos interesting, please leave a like and drop a subscription down there. So yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and yeah, for the small audience I have now, I'm still growing. I started my channel about 2 days ago. So yeah, I will be posting every day, and yeah, it's basically just a trading journal for me. But yeah, if you would like to see more about my journey and stuff, you can subscribe. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. This thing is just taking a bit long to load right now. But anyways, let me not waste any more of your time. I'll see you guys on part 2, and I'll show you what happened as soon as I took my trade. And if it's a win or a loss, still doesn't matter. We just keep moving and try and stay consistent as much as we can in these markets. Okay guys, cheers. Sorry about the background noise once again.